Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. I'm Pamela Pick.
And I'm Bill Pick. Production manager.
Production manager, he says. I love it. You're funny. We will be getting started shortly. I'm just gonna try to get up on the laptop and Aunt Barb.
Oh, Aunt Barb.
All right, let me find it. Okay, so come on in, say hello, tell us where you're from. Oh, I see Nick already. So hi, Judy. Hi, Jackie. Welcome, welcome. Hi, France. So, hi, Beverly. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Marcia. How you doing? So, happy Wednesday, Mary Jo.
Happy Wednesday.
Hi, Shirley. Hi, Chris from Missouri.
Chris from Missouri. Hello.
Okay. I love it when you guys tell us where you're from. That's awesome. Especially when you're from other countries. Bill has a heyday with that.
There's Australia. And, well, we got Ireland on right now.
Yeah, we do have Ireland. Hi, Della. Anna.
From North Dakota.
So, thanks for sharing. Okay, so do we want to start? How about if we start with the cards first? Not the drawing, the cards.
Oh, okay.
So, I haven't been very good at this lately, and I really need to get better. But I have a few cards I want to share with you guys.
You know, we've seen some beautiful cards come through here. We
have, actually. So, let me just start with this one. This is from our very own France, who I know is in here. She did this little fun fold. Isn't this just the cutest?
I like that.
Isn't that gorgeous?
The bunny rabbit?
Yes.
The bunny rabbit.
He's standing on a little stump, but she also used those little daisies, those embellishments.
No way.
Yeah, so cute. So, and she cut the umbrella out of the paper. I think that is awesome. And she did a little blending here. Beautiful card. I love that fun fold. And she did a little matching envelope. So,
of course.
Thank you for that. This one is from Jean Orwig, and she did some blending in the background with the blends. And I thought this was so creative, being able to just make her own water and her own background there. Isn't that just gorgeous with the fresh freesia? I love that. It's your best day ever. Love it. So thank you, Jean. This one came from Nancy Franzenberg, who is actually in Texas, last I knew. She wasn't on Monday. So, and I love the fact that she did the deckled edge on the inside. Isn't that cute? With some great blends.
Cool.
So, thank you. This is from our very own Sherry Turner. This is cute.
The one and only.
Yeah. This is so cute. I like that she did kind of a monochromatic and then used the flat pearls. They're so pretty. Ooh. This is Kindness Matters. This one is from our own Beth Ann.
Hi, Beth Ann.
She sent us a gorgeous Valentine. So how cute is that? Love it. This one is from Marilyn Edens.
She just won that.
Yeah, she did. This was from our... she won the stamp
catalog kickoff party.
Our catalog kickoff party. She won the stamp set from that, and she sent me a card to say thank you. So how cute is that? So thank you, Marilyn. Oh, this is from our own Jackie Johnson. Jackie, I have to talk to you about this card.
Very beautiful.
Normally, when people send me cards, I usually donate them, but I just want to keep this forever and ever, and I don't want to let it go. That's why they don't write in them if they're on my VIP team, and she is. So this is just so gorgeous. I just love this card. So anyway, this is from my upline, Dina. So she sent me a cute little ducky card. They're doing the goosebumps. See? Goosebumps. Isn't that cute? And then she did a little decoration on the inside. And this is from our very own France again. Oh, she started us off and she's finishing us off. She sent this fun fold, and it is
kind of like last week's card. So.
Happy St. Patrick, kind of like last week's too. Yeah, here was last week's card that we did.
Veronica the Rhino.
The Veronica the Rhino. I'm surprised you're saying that because you were calling him Ron. Ronnie. Isn't that cute? So amazing cards, you guys. Thank you so much. The ones that you don't sign, I do donate. So unless Jackie gives me permission to keep her beautiful piece of art. I love birds. And that bird nest is... And the funny thing of it is that wasn't on my radar. I don't have that stamp set yet, so may have to try. So this last week we made this card. It's just an easy little open fold, like a Z fold card. And it was so cute. Now this is from one of the online exclusive sets. You're not going to find this rhino in our catalog. Isn't it cute? So I usually do a drawing every week. Let's shake it up a little bit.
For all of you that share.
For all of you that shared my video to your wall, you get your name into a drawing. And Bill likes to draw. So reach your hand in. Draw
There's one and two.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay. Who won?
Marcia Bartle.
Woo, 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 woo. Marcia, congratulations. I have your address already, so I can get that sent to you.
And the fan of the purple color from the north, Jean.
Oh, Jean, shoot. The fan of the purple color. The north. You're funny. So actually, I have both of your addresses, so lucky me this week. So I will get those out into the mail. You know what? If I do them tonight, since I have their addresses.
They'll go in the mail.
You'll do them tomorrow?
Yep, I'll throw them right in.
Okay, so I'm going to hand that to you. If you're new to us, be sure to like and follow us so you don't miss out on our demonstrations.
Follow us on YouTube, too.
Oh, yeah. Follow us on YouTube, not just Facebook, but on YouTube. Okay, so let me move that aside, Bill.
Okay.
And let's bring out
the new set.
So,
ooh.
This is On the Ocean, and it's got, well, you can do like a little pirate ship. That would be so cute if you had,
pirates.
if you guys have a bill. It comes with these wonderful dies, and actually I borrowed this set to do a demonstration. So I got a card from Jean Orwig. Isn't that gorgeous? So stinking cute. And I said, hey, I don't have that. Can I borrow your set? And she said, yes. And here's how it came to me. And I want you guys to see this. Now, some people pull it off the, they put their dies onto a
magnet.
Yeah, a magnet sheet. I don't, because then it's already in the sleeve when I'm showing people and I have the name and everything labeled. I just don't take the time. And then if I want to resell, I can resell right in it. But here's what she does. She takes, while the dies are on it, and you can see what dies we're going to be using tonight, and she draws a line around it. She puts 12 pieces on the ocean, so she knows what set it goes to, and then she draws a line on it so she knows what's missing when she goes to do hers. And I thought that was really kind of a neat tip, so I wanted to share that with you.
That is.
And thank you, Jean, for letting me borrow this set. So I just wanted to make a card using it just to show you what all it has for it. You can find it in our mini catalog right now, and it is on page 70, and they kind of show the different, like these kind of tend to be pirate ships. This isn't as much. It can be kind of unisex, you know, but I do think that this looks like a great one for like a young boy. I think that would be kind of cute. And I liked the saying, I'd be lost without you, which is what Jean sent to me. And so that kind of was like a sentimental thing for me. So I decided, hey, we're going to use that set tonight. And let me pull out the stamps I have for it. So we can...
Wink Estella in the kit.
Oh, don't give it away, Bill. Don't give it away.
I'm just seeing the Wink Estella.
And let me pull out everything here so that you guys can see. And actually, I'm going to put this back away while we're doing it. So I went ahead and I cut out the, what is this called? The sail, the mast.
The sail, the main mast.
Yeah. So I cut this out. This is in the basic white. And so there it is. So using her system, because I want to definitely, when someone allowed me to borrow it, to definitely put it back the way it should. And then in, and this has got one of the little, there we go. This is the ship part, and I cut this out in soft suede. And so here's what the die looks like. So it embosses it too, which I thought was really kind of awesome.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, isn't that neat? So you're die cutting and embossing. And then this little die, so I didn't know quite how to use it when I got it. I want you to notice that down here you have open cuts, and it doesn't like necessarily cut all the way through, where on this side it does cut these waves. So when I ran this through, and it might be easier to show you on, this is Pool Party. So the negative that I cut out when I cut this, I don't know how I cut this now. It must have been something like this. No, it doesn't go that way. Oh, here's how I cut it. Duh. So it went like this. So it cuts out waves on this side, and then on that inside, this is what it cuts out. So here would have been my piece. So it cuts out these little waves, like this detailed wave out. And then you can also, now this one, I suppose you could use, I didn't put that on my to use, I'm just using this side. So the same thing, I also cut it out in vellum, and then it comes with this vellum piece that I can use for another project. So I'm going to pull that aside for a moment. I decided, Bill, what is that Sailor's, what is it, Sailor's Delight? How does that go?
Red sky at night, Sailor's Delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning.
Okay, so we're going to do Sailor's Delight. Red sky at night, Sailor's Delight. So I don't want anyone to think, although I'm doing purple sky, and if you notice, I even matched my nail polish. Oh, that never happens. So let's, intentionally, right. So let's just start with the card base. I have a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock that I'm going to fold in half at 4 1/4 to make the card base. Well, I bet Jean Shute likes them anyway. Oh, she does? Okay. And then I have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. I guess I have 2 of them, but maybe I'll screw up, so let's hope not, but it wouldn't be the first time. So I'm going to start with this, and I have fresh freesia ink, and I have rich raspberry ink. What am I going to do?
I don't know.
You don't know? Really?
Well, maybe put them on with a brush.
A blending brush. So I'm using one of our large blending brushes. We also have a smaller blending brush, but I'm just going to use one of the large ones because I need to cover some territory. And this is going to kind of go in the middle of my card. So I'm going to start off on my grid sheet, and I'm just going to add just a little bit of color in the center. And honestly, I don't care if this kind of glumps in some areas, because I'm going to create kind of a sky background, and I know that fresh freesia on freesia is kind of hard to see, but I just want this in the middle, and there's kind of like 2 little clumpy areas with that. And then I'm going to come in with the rich raspberry. Now, since I started with the light color, I can go into the darker color and not ruin this ink pad. If I would have went the other way around, that could have been a problem. But I'm applying heavier color this time. So rich raspberry is probably a intense color. So it's going to, you see.
Ooh.
So you want to start off, and I'm going to come right back into these edges, and this is my red sky at night that I'm creating. And it's okay if this is splotchy. In fact, I encourage splotchiness.
Because you're going to fill it in.
Because I'm going to fill this in, and this is going to be our sky. So, no worries there. And this color goes so beautifully with fresh freesia. Now let me just add that this is one of fresh freesia. this color, the color of the paper, is one of 5 colors that will be going out in May.
Oh, no.
Yes. And if you want to stock up, I would suggest stocking up now instead of later, because when colors go, they go. When they announce that they're going to be on last chance price, they tend to go pretty quickly. You understand that?
I do.
Are you going to order yours before they go?
I might.
So we can come back in and, but I did not do, in fact, I did kind of a uneven job on this because I wanted that look. So I'll put that back away. Now I am going to grab, this is our craft white ink. Now this is our old case, but I love it. I just love it, and I don't want to, you know, when something works for you. And I'm taking the cloud, and since you can't see this, I'm going to bring this out here so you can see. I'm just going to use this cloud image to make kind of a background. And I have to ink this up pretty good because this is an old stamp. I probably should have re-inked it, but I didn't want it to be too gloppy either. I want a light essence of cloud. Not really a cloud, just kind of a light essence of it.
Kind of a fluffy cloud.
A fluffy cloud. I'm getting my Bob Ross on, okay?
Betcha. A little fluffy cloud up here.
So I'm going to kind
trees
of...
in this picture, so...
I'm going to do a good press. I want to give that time to transfer. And I'll pull that off.
Ooh, I like it.
I might want to do even just a little bit more, a little heavier. So maybe I'll press a little harder this next time. Okay. And let's see, I'll go about like there. And I'll give it a good press. Don't rock, but definitely press and give time to transfer. Okay, that's a little better. That's kind of what I was talking about. Has a little bit of pink on there from the, or fresh freesia from when I did. Okay, got that inked up. So we'll do another one somewhere in this area. Now, this takes a little bit longer to dry, so definitely... Oh, I got a little, I know what I'm going to do. I got a little overhang, but actually it's not going to be too bad because I'm going to be putting some stuff over there. Now, are there any questions from anyone so far? Do you guys remember how I showed you about this being kind of the back side, and I'm going to use it as the negative side as part of my waves? So I'm going to take this over here, and I am going to see if, yeah, this is still, craft ink takes a little bit longer to dry, so I can kind of come in here and
get rid of some
of that. Yeah, and that took that harshness of that line in there. So I'm going to stop and just kind of show you. You can see I've got kind of a background here. I should have maybe pushed a little higher, but maybe that cloud's farther back. So, okay, let's go in here, and I want to lay on here this vellum piece, and this is Pool Party. So fresh freesia, vellum, Pool Party. And I want to lay on here because I want to make almost a layered C. I've seen a lot of these cards, just like the ones that were in the catalog, and they have a lot of brown and blue. I'm not opposed to it. I just wanted to try a different color and see what I thought. And I actually shared it with Bill.
Did you say that was Pool Party?
This is Pool Party, yes. Pool Party and vellum. And it's our vellum. We have a nice weight vellum. It's a heavier duty vellum. So I need to see where this hits so that I know where I need to lay that down. Okay, so that needs to come, oh, I'd say a little bit more, about 3/4 of an inch up. So I'm just going to take our Stampin' Seal, make sure I've got that started, and I'm just going to do a little line back here. We're going to cover most of it, so it doesn't matter that you can see how that shows through. Doesn't matter. We're going to cover most of that. So I'm going to put it on here like so, and you can see that comes through. Now when I come in with this, I want it to be in a little, you know, like this matches that. So I'm going to look around for what I think looks good. And I do think that looks pretty decent. So I think I'm going to move it over a little instead of just right the same where that wave and this wave are kind of behind each other. And you could do it the other way around, but then the vellum will show through. So, okay. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Is Jean Shoot on here?
Yes, she is.
Jean, are you getting snow up there right now? I always wonder about.
She just commented too. It said this bundle was completely off my radar.
Well, and I like that it can be male or female, but sometimes I feel like we get kind of pigeonholed into doing cards that are female. I do a lot of flower cards. I like flower cards, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to do a critter, I do a lot of critter cards too. It's nice to do something out of my normal wheelhouse. And when she sent that to me, I was like, oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm going to use the green glue, and there's a couple different ways that you can do this. I've showed several of them. One of them is to take a sponge dauber and do this routine where you do this and then you kind of daub it on. I sometimes, on something this thin, that's not my favorite, I like to actually just hold it and do dots, yeah. It'll dry clear, and it'll hold. This is some sticky glue, so it will hold.
Yes, Jean said this started snowing a little bit ago.
I wondered if they were going to get some tonight. I'm hoping that it misses us. I hate you being in that snowy place. I hate me being in a snowy place. So, I'm always scared she's going to trip and fall or something. But she says she's really careful about.
She walks like a penguin.
Going out and in the snow. Okay, so I'm going to place this right on over. Give that just a little tap. It's sticking to this finger. There we go. Give this just a little tap. Right on over. And now I've got this on my finger, so now it's like sticking to me. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. We're going to move this out of the way. When this dries, I'll be able to just roll this right off my silicone mat, and I love that.
That's an awesome.
Yeah, except for where did my lid go? Here we go. Okay, so let that dry just a hair, and let's take our paper snips and just trim this down to our card size. And Jean, by the way, I didn't have an opportunity to look for that stamp set you were wanting me to search for, so I'll try tomorrow. Okay, so now we have that right on here. So you guys know what I'm going to do because Bill gave it away. But a Wink of Stella, come on.
I just saw the pen. I didn't know what you were doing.
You knew what I was doing.
No,
you knew I was going to be using it on this.
Well, it's in the
so
box.
We've got these waves. Let's go ahead and color these waves in. Especially, the thing that's really cool about this is if you have any flubbers of glue, which, come on, we all have a flubber of glue from time to time, you can just totally conceal it in your clear Wink of Stella. So you shake it up and you squeeze it. I need a little bit more. There it goes. And then it just comes out this end. And so I'm just going over this area. You probably won't be able to see it on camera, but trust me, it adds a little glitz here. So I'm going over that little thin line. You could go over more if you want. I just decided I wasn't going to. And I may need to touch a couple places up. So maybe I'll hit a couple of these waves on top. So, okay. So now we have that, and I don't know how well you can...
I like it.
Do you like it? Okay, great. So it adds that little bit of glitz. All right, you guys know me. I like to start with my background first. So we're going to bring that card base in, and I'm just going to go ahead and lay this right on my Fresh Freesia background or card base that we made. Well, that was one reason. I used the wrong glue. I have two glues open here. One has less for when I need to do detail stuff, and one's brand new, and that's why I was goobering that all up and got it on my fingers.
There, weren't you?
So, any questions or anything?
Not yet.
Okay. So,
gorgeous.
I just wanted to have this background. Now, you can do, once I get this on here, yay! Okay, we're going to let that go back and dry while we're going on to the next step. So, clear wing Castella. Love it. Let's bring in this mass now. I think I want to add maybe a little smoky slate to this. So, where do I have? Which one is this? That'll work. Let's just go around. And so it's not so crisp white. Now you could sponge it if you want, but sometimes I think getting into the little edges is a little easier with this, and maybe even using a smaller brush. So if you notice, by the way, I don't have one for every color. I have color families. So purples have a family, and pinks have a family, and blues have a family. I don't buy a new brush because these things, quite honestly, you can kind of run them out, and you can also clean these underwater and have that ink come right out of it. So let's just do...
Save some money.
Yeah. We all like that, right?
We like saving money.
Okay, so I just have a little bit kind of coming up, so it's just not so white. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to take out a lot of this color, and I'm just going to hit it so that the background sky is kind of going to be reflecting off of this sail. So it's just not so white. I mean, it's, you know, it's been there. It's been out in the water. It's a little rugged. It's been a little wind whipped. And then, do I want to do that with the, you know what? I don't think I'm going to on this one. I think I'm going to leave this. So now that this is kind of dried in, let's grab some Memento ink. This is the Tuxedo Black. And let's kind of look at where I want this to lay. So if I have this kind of rocking and rolling there on here, I'm going to do a, let me test my block. Okay. Oh, look it. She also puts a dot at the top. How smart is she? Okay, so that is, I need to have this end down from what I was doing. I think I'm going to go ahead and ink this. Oh, I kind of got that. I'd be lost without you. Okay. I'm going to put this right here because the focal point is really our ship. Small stamp, small pressure, but I feel like I'm pressing too hard. Not bad. Okay, and then while I'm there, let's see. If this is going to live here, I may move this. Let's move that just a little. Let's have some birds kind of flying behind in the distance. And this comes in there too, so I just want to, oh, that's perfect. Let's have it kind of live right here. Like that. You see how we've built this? This is, I mean, I know I do a lot of fun folds and stuff on Wednesdays, but sometimes just doing dies is so fun and it's so therapeutic. Okay, so I think I like that actually. So the first thing I want to do is I would like to just glue this down, but I don't want to glue that. What is that thing called?
Well, it's the, I don't know, part of the ship.
He wasn't Navy, he was Army, so he says it's part of the ship.
The bow.
Okay. So I'm going to glue this down, and I'm just going to stick it underneath here, like so. Give that a second. But then on this one, I think what I'll do is I'm going to pop it up. So, pop it up, yeah. Well, it's a sail, right? It should be popped up and kind of full. So, I'll do that. I know I'm over-dimensionalizing. Don't even tell me. Let's see. Let's take this. I hear Snoozy the Hound back there.
Yeah, she's snoring.
That wasn't Susie. That was Snoozy. When you're 15-year-old dog, that's all you do. She's pretty much a lap dog. Bill can get her kind of acting puppy. Okay. So let's take this in here. Oh my gosh, it is so stinking cute. And I want that sticking right about there. Look at that. So it looks so 3D. I mean, not really, but I like it. It looks like it's interactive. It's coming out of the card. Okay. And then we have the opaque adhesive back gems. If you haven't seen these are really awesome. So they catch the light, even though they're not clear and see-through, but they catch that light. And I felt like, oh, I could do the purple ones, but they didn't show up. But the white shows up. So I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. And I'm going to come here. You guys know me. I didn't feel like this could be I didn't use any DSP this time. I'm always using... Yeah, I did. I did with the background.
Oh, I love it.
Do you like it? Isn't it just cute as heck? I don't know if you guys can see the details on it, but it is so much fun. Now, I do want to show you one other thing. So the card that Jean made me, so there is the stamp imaged in the stamp set here. And the card and this little water, which is cool. But she did a little bit of, with the small end brush, and she masked it off with some of our masking paper. I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. I have it here. But so she cut a little circle out of Stampin' Up! Masking paper. And it's kind of like a Post-it note, only with a Post-it note, when you cut it out and you put it down, it holds, but sometimes it'll move when you're using your brushes or your sponges to do that. And so she did some colors in here. Isn't that just adorable? And then she did the colors in there, and then she pulled that off, and that's how she had the white behind it, which I think both of these cards, I didn't want to copy her card. I think both of these cards have some credit, whether you're using the die or you're using how she did it. I think it's just adorable. Both of them are.
I like the die.
Do you? Do you like the die? Is it masculine? Are you going to do your pirate for everyone?
Pirate.
It's Pirate Day. So, okay, so that is the card. And obviously, if you share my video to your wall, then you'll get into the drawing for next week. Because, of course, I did another one, too.
Wow.
So,
look at that.
Yeah. And each one comes out a little bit different, but how stinking cute are those? So these will be
Beauty
in...
of a handmade card.
Yes, I know. Isn't that the truth? He just summed it up right there. Beauty of the handmade card. So, let's go on to some announcements. You guys, So this next paper pumpkin kit, I'm super excited about, especially if you're already a paper pumpkin lover, because they're going to add in this little tray so you can save your ink spots. Let me just tell you something. When you have an ink spot, and I'm going to pull up one of my re-inkers, if the sucker dries out, like there's a Granny Apple Green right there, and I grab the Granny Apple Green, you can re-ink it and it becomes good all over again. These things are great to use when you want to do a stamp that you want to do like a dark color on the outside edge, because they're small. You can just get around it instead of having to sponge it. So it is going to be 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, 9 matching envelopes, and it's going to have iridescent foil on the die cuts. Ooh. Did you see the ephemera on this? I cannot wait to get this. It's going to come with a shaded spruce ink spot, so you're going to collect one, especially if you've never done this before, and your own photopolymer set, which this is the red rubber, but the photopolymer are our clear sets. I don't have one right on hand. But don't throw these out after you do your paper pumpkin kits, because you can re-ink them with the re-inkers, and that's a heck of a lot cheaper. And I know next month Bill and I are going to be traveling a little bit, so I'm going to be taking mine with me, just because it's a great way to travel light but still have your stamping stuff with you. Whoops, I didn't mean to knock that. So that is Paper Pumpkin. If you're unfamiliar with our Paper Pumpkin, I'll definitely post a link to it, but it is a monthly kind of like a 30-minute craft project that you can make every month. And a lot of times it's cards. Sometimes they have other paper product crafts that you can make, but this month it is cards. So that is for Paper Pumpkin. Originally, Bill and I had some appointments for Friday, but they canceled. So I'm back up, and I will be doing a parfait this Friday. So those of you who attend my parfaits, don't worry, there will be no taping. We'll be doing a card on that. This is a great time to join my team if you want to stock your craft room. You don't have to sell anyone. You can be your own customer and get a discount every time you shop. You don't have to recruit anyone to get a discount every time you shop. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know. I will post a link if you're watching this on YouTube later down in the description area for you to sign up. Use my host code. So I show this every week, but if you have orders that are under $149.99, please use my current host code. I post a link that you can click on, right? If you go to my Piccadilly Stampin' page, it's always pinned to the top so that it'll add the host code for you, so you don't have to remember that or go look and see what my host code is. But it is tied to my perks rewards. So I have a reward system, and I've kind of talked about this. I have a reward system. For every $35 you order per order, you get one of the letters to the name Piccadilly. When you get all 10, I give you a $25 stamp shopping spree on me from my online store for free. I pay the tax, the shipping, and that's it, right? Yeah, okay, tax and shipping. So it's very easy if you don't click on that link to just, as you're checking out, it says add a host code. And I always have that posted at the top of the page. It is, as of this month, it is a requirement to have the host code to get those perks rewards. And I want you guys to have those rewards. I really do. It is a way that, since Stampin' Up, if you order 150, you get your own perks rewards through Stampin' Up. But Stampin' Up doesn't have anything for those who are loyal customers to me that are ordering under $150. So,
well, they still get your perks, right?
No, if they use the host code. So this is my way of being able to, everybody doesn't have to order 150 at a time. You guys can order your $35. If you order $35, you get one perks reward. If you order $80, you get a stamp pack and two perks rewards. And what else did I have?
Well, if they have their own host reward, they do get a perk.
They do. Yeah. Oh, what he's saying is, if you do a $150 order with me, you get the host benefits, and I give you my perks rewards on top of it for ordering at a party level. That's what Stampin' Up! Considers a party.
A party?
So, were there any other questions?
No, it doesn't look like, but they love your card.
Okay. You guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for allowing me to come in to your home each week. I'll be back on Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time, and next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Don't forget to sign up for Paper Pumpkin.
Yeah, all right. Have a great week. I will catch you on Friday. Good night.
Night.